Never pay your credit cards on time. Not long ago, I was coaching one of my clients, a very well-known NFL player. He was a heavy credit card user, to say the least. Every month, he charged up his credit cards almost to the maximum, but he paid them off every single month. Unfortunately, he couldn't figure out why his scores kept dropping to the mid-low 600s, even though his credit was completely repaired. The mistake he was making is a common mistake. He was paying his credit cards on time. Here's what I mean by on time. If you look at this credit card statement, there's two dates I want you to notice. First is the statement date. It begins on May 24th and ends on June 25th. Second is the due date, July 26th. This is when you need to pay that credit card bill so that it's paid on time. Here's where this mistake is being made and how to avoid it. When the statement closes on June 25th, whatever the balance is on that day, that's the balance that's going to be reported to the credit bureaus. In other words, by the time the due date comes, the balance was already reported to the credit bureaus. Most people mistakenly and understandably believe the balance is reported to the credit bureaus after the due date. This is not the case. For example, say your credit card has a $1,000 credit limit, you charge $900 and you planned on paying it in full on the due date of July 26. Unfortunately, the end of the statement date was back in June 25th. The $900 balance was reported to the credit bureaus, which means the credit card utilization is 90%. It's common to lose 50 to 100 points or more when credit cards reach 90% utilization. This is the mistake my client was making. This is a mistake a lot of people make. After I explained this to him, I checked back a couple of months later. He went from the mid to low 600s to the mid and high 700s after he started paying his credit cards off before the end of the statement date. I've said this many times. Your credit card utilization rate can make or break your credit score. Check the statement end date with every single one of your credit cards. On your calendar, set a reminder to pay your credit cards 3 to 4 days before the end of the statement date. And please, pay your bill electronically so it's received and credited to your account before the end of the statement date.